Hi, YouTube. Back again. Let's do another one here. I did Joe Biden, and this is the throw. So, first, let's grab the old pendulum. Will Joe Biden be the presidential nominee for the Democrats and become the next president of the United States November 3rd? That's a no. So, my pendulum is saying no. I drew a rune. It's the blank rune. And the blank rune is of the unknowns and endings, leaving it up to the universe. Okay, I'm going to put that back. Okay. So I'll use my notes a little bit to make it quicker for you. Overall, I'll throw out my intuition here. From what I've seen here, something's going to come up. Joe's lacking energy. He's having some mind faux pas. He's older. I felt like he was pushed to do it because of his experience. Obama, a lot of supporters. A lot to do with the criminal we got in the White House. But this stuff with the Ukraine and his son Hunter, something else is going to come out. Not illegal, but it's going to put him in a negative light. But overall, I feel like his energy level and whatnot, and just not want to do it anymore. He's going to put up that good fight, but just end up quitting. Just doesn't have it anymore. But we'll go through the cards here. In the past, I have the Six of Wands. Six of Wands is the past accomplishments that he's had and the battles. The King of Swords. The King of Swords is kind of an odd card in the past. But to me, it feels like the King of Swords is like an evil, conflicted man. So I think he ran because of what's going on with Trump and the country currently, thinking he could be a formidable opponent, but also conflicts of whether he actually wanted to do it in the beginning. Because he did get in later. A little bit with being the vice president under Obama, but not much. Because President Obama was the president. So he had to be working with him. Didn't seem like he always agreed, but I don't think it was. I think the king is more, the swords is more of because of Donald Trump. And then we have the Seven of Wands. So it's a little bit about fighting, a little bit about reluctance. There was a lot of candidates already in the race when he did get in, but many asked him to do it. It's also about companions. And wands are, I keep forgetting, energy, action, and power. So, moving to the next. Current situation. Nine of Swords. Swords are mind and conflict. And that's a interesting one for the current. What I'm feeling is limits, setbacks. I think it has to do with his health a little bit, his energy level, his mind not being as sharp as it used to, his age. So that's what I get with the Nine of Swords. And the Page of Coins. Page is younger energy. It just feels like he doesn't have that useful energy for the long haul with the Page. To be that champion in the end. And the Two of Swords. So we got another sword of conflict. And it's a partnership. But the Two of Swords is also unions. So I think he's talking to people about who would be his running mate. In the bottom here, let's see if you can see it. The bottom here, got Two of Swords, but there's a sword that's broken. So it also makes me feel like he's contemplating if he does get the nomination, he'd only do one term. And he wants to pick someone who could lead for the next term. Well, we'll get into that. What I was going to say. Then movement forward, the World in the reverse. I'll only read major arcana cards in the reverse if they come out. And I just use my intuition whether they're upright or reversed. But the World reversed. If it was upright, it would be like he was going to be president. You know, be on that world stage. Helping the world. Guiding. But reverse is a no. Fears and failures that he won't get that nomination. Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is taking steps to continue that battle for the presidency. Knights, to me, feel like warriors. Multiple people working within, wanting them to press on. But there's a battle going on. And then the Empress. The Empress is the three aspects of feminine power. Female energy. So he's wanting and been talking to a female to be his running mate if he makes it that far. And who also can be the president after that one term, I'm feeling. So, yeah. Female energy around him. I just kind of felt, too, his wife is talking to him. That maybe you just ought to step aside, but he's being stubborn about it. In the future, Queen of Swords, another female energy. Is making allies. So he's trying to create an ally hold on a second. Okay, back. Queen of Swords. He's trying to make an ally, but with a sword, it's a conflict. So I'm feeling eventually he'll get turned down. And then we got the Moon card in the future. The power of the enemy seems strong. Stronger than it really is. The Moon card is illusions, delusions, the unknowns, the spiritual forces at work. It may be telling him it's time to end for the better good of himself. And the outcome, 9 of Wands. Staying strong, searching within himself for the information that's coming out. It's also defending. So that's where I feel about there's information coming out about that whole Ukraine thing that he has to defend himself on. And then the 7 of Cups. So it's another information card. Many things coming out. Defending. 7 of Cups. This is hopes and dreams too, but facing reality that he might have to step aside. And the overall card for the reading that was on the bottom of the deck is the 8 of Coins. It's a positive card, but with this, it shows an injured body. And healers trying to work on that body. So it feels like he's needs to step aside. He's shaken, having to defend himself. But he's tired. So that's my impressions of Joe Biden. That eventually he's going to have to step aside. Mainly because he's just tired. Getting older and defending of the Ukraine situation. People are going to start seeing him in a negative light. And he's not going to get that financial support. And the person he wants to be a running mate, I feel like is going to say no. So next, I'm going to do Bernie Sanders. This is getting kind of long, so I'm going to do this, get the cards, and do Bernie. Okay, I'll show you what I do here. Bernie Sanders. Will Bernie Sanders be the Democratic nominee and eventual president, November 3rd, 2020? Will Bernie Sanders be the presidential nominee and the president, November 3rd, 2020? Will Bernie Sanders be the presidential nominee and be voted in as the President of the United States, November 3rd, 2020. Bernie Sanders. Democratic nomination, President of the United States, November 3rd, 2020. Three, two, one, boom. Bottom of the card. Bottom of the deck. Death. Not looking good for Bernie. Not a literal death. But usually it's an ending. But we'll go. 3 cards for the past. 4 of Wands, 9 of Cups, the Hermit. Current situation. 8 of Wands. 4 of Cups. 10 of Coins. Good card. Moving forward. The Hanged Man. The World reversed. Okay, folks, I had to cancel. It is Christmas. Getting some interruptions. So, Alright. Let's grab the old pendulum. Will Bernie Sanders get the Democratic nomination and be the President of the United States, November 3rd, 2020? The pendulum says no. Okay. Grab the old bag of runes. See what one rune has to say. Whatever pops in my hand. Let's see what this one is. Hold on. Alrighty. This is the rune Thurisaz. Cycle rune of deep transformation but non-action. The rune is a gateway as a door is an opening. Shows that you have healed, found your path, and ready to step to the plate. Luck may be involved. Pretty good for Bernie. Okay. It's okay. Let's go with the cards. Okay. In this past, I got the Four of Wands. Success, popular. Unity. Nine of Cups. Fulfillment. His long career. Partying. The Hermit. I think that has to do with his message that he's stuck forever, that just not getting enough popularity of what he believes America should be. It's a loner card. Fighting for his beliefs. Okay. In the current, first card is Eight of Wands. Learning as he goes, bringing his message forward. In the card, let's see if you see it. In the card, it shows Gandalf speeding on his horse, bringing the message of hope. Four of Cups, gaining support. Bringing his message of hope. It's a pretty good card. And then the Ten of Coins, another good card. And to me, this feels like he wants to spread the wealth within the United States, make lives better for everyone. So in the upcoming movement of forward, the Hanged Man. So the movement forward is probably the worst card you got. The Hanged Man shows his life being in the balance, hung upside down, brimstone, someone there trying to take him. So I think that nomination hangs in the balance. Attacks of his socialist beliefs. I don't feel the USA is ever going to get to that point of total socialism. Everything run by the government. It's not what we're about. We're about capitalism and moving forward and trying to be the best you can instead of handouts. And the world upside down. Got that for Joe Biden also. And that to me is not getting the nomination. Kind of just what I said, that his message doesn't represent the whole world. And then the Knight of Wands, there's a battle. The Knight of Wands is battling his critics and taking those steps and having that energy to keep going. And I do believe Bernie's got that energy. I don't feel any health issues with his heart, whatever. I think he's got that energy to keep going. Then we got in the future. We got the Empress, same as Joe Biden. He wants that female VP. The three aspects of the feminine power. Protective. It's a protective energy. And also that he wants the best for all people again. And then the Queen of Swords. Got that for Joe Biden too. The female energy. I think a female is going to want to end up turning down because the nominees, candidates in the current that are currently in that are female, they had their same ambitions. They want to be president. They're not going to give up the post now, and they're going to fight back and push their message forward. The outcome. The Moon card. Same as Joe Biden. Illusions, delusions, mysteries. I wrote down what I had a feeling for the moon for him. Secrets. Maybe something to do with health issues, but not really. He is an older guy, though. It takes a lot of energy to be president. But I think even with Joe, it's just going to come to the realizations like, I don't know if I can handle that pressure and all that, what's needed. And also, I kind of feel not totally that he'd want to be only one term. That's never came in his mind. But it's there. And then the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is staying strong with his message. But also some betrayals. And some obstacles coming. Because this is showing with the Nine of Wands here, there's some defending. There's confronting and betrayal. And the bottom card of the deck, I said before, was the Death. Death card. Endings. Not getting what you want. But it can also be a rebirth. I think his message is well received. He's going to have to bow out or not get the nomination. He's going to fight to the end. But his message will, some of his messages, his policies will get instituted eventually. I don't feel him in the next administration. I think he'll continue where he is. But ultimately, death. All right. I'll try to do more, but that's Joe and Bernie. Just don't think they're going to make it. Joe probably has the better message and policies for USA that as a whole that people would accept. But I just keep feeling it's a younger energy. And like I said in my other video, they keep telling me Pete. Could be wrong. Who knows? Could be wrong. But it's what I keep getting now. Thanks, YouTube. Blessings to all. Love and light.